Hey there, and well, happy birthday to me, and it's August 5th, and well, guess what? I'm trying something different. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was waiting for Prey to come out on Hulu, and I felt this was kind of poetic since my first ever video was Predator, and well, now Prey comes out, and Prey is the prequel to Predator, and well, so going by the trailers, I didn't expect much. But I'm trying something different. Since it's my birthday, let's start my birthday off at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I went to check my local liquor store. Unfortunately, they had no Jack, but I got something fresh out the freezer, and it's Evan Williams with honey. But I have my Prey watch party kit. Evan Williams, some Pepsi Zero Sugar, some nacho cheese, some nachos in a bowl, and last but not least, a bottle of lube. The lube? Why ask lube for? Well, depending on how fucking bad this movie is, I may be taking this lube in this bottle and distracting myself from the pain. So,
In my butt.
I'm gonna say so far, the past few days, there's been some early people out there with screenings, and they've given some reviews, kind of mixed to say the least. You know, coming forward with this Prey movie, do I want it to suck? Of course not. It has Native Americans. It has the Predator a couple hundred years ago on its first hunt, and just again, it's a prequel to one of my top three movies of all time, and my first ever review. But as always, I'm gonna be fair. If it's totally fucking terrible, I'll say it's totally fucking terrible. If I want to play in it, I'll be honest and say I want to play in it. But what I'm gonna do is, after this is over, my introduction, hit the quick review button and stuff. I'm gonna sit back, put some headphones on, probably finish at least half this bottle, and then I'm gonna record and give my thoughts. It's probably gonna be drunken and funny as hell, and I'm sure later on I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of it. But one thing it will be is honest, and
Honest.
Honest.
as I've said with me, I'm always honest. But that's all I can think about. So, hey, wish me luck, and let's see how bad my hair and everything looks after I spend 2 hours checking out this straight to Hulu streaming service movie of Prey. But so I'm gonna start this, and hey guys, I'll see you in a couple hours. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. Hey there. And as promised, well, I just finished watching Prey, and yeah, half a bottle of Evan Williams is gone. And as promised, I was gonna make this, and wow, I'm definitely doing this kind of tipsy and drunk. But this is 4:30 in the morning, and I can't believe I'm saying this, guys. And shocker to everybody, because I expected this movie to be shit, and truth be told, it wasn't shit. And holy shit.
Holy shit.
So after that pause, truth be told, what makes this work, what makes this, like, I wouldn't say this is fantastic, and of course, by any means, is Prey as good as the first Predator? Fuck no, it's not. I would even say that Predator 2, I still like Predator 2 more than this, a little bit more, but Prey wasn't fucking bad, and as some people said, truth be told, I wish I would have seen this in theaters.
The theater awaits.
What is the plot? What's going on? Well, if you can tell by the trailers, you have this character called Naru, and let me look this up real quick because I'm going to forget her name by all means. And okay, well, the character is Naru, and she's played by this actress called Amber Midthunder. And what is the plot? Well, there's a predator, and it's hunting her people. That's pretty much it, And we know some people would joke about, like, well, at some point would the evil white men settlers and stuff be teaming up with Naru and killing this predator? No, by all means. There is a group of French settlers, and these French settlers, they understand the fact that there's this creature out there, which is the predator, and they know it's not human, and they're trying their best to try to track this thing down. It's kind of funny because they take Naru and her brother, and they leave them out as bait. Little behold the fact that the predator, it's still, even this early predator, it has basic rules. It has basic rules of the fact that it won't kill something that's unarmed. And I got to give it credit. This definitely turned the Predator franchise back to basics. It kind of captured the first feel of the first movie, because the first movie, I have to give this one credit. If you actually go watch it, if you go back and watch Predator 1, the first good half hour, there's not any action at all. It's world building, it's character development and stuff. just like this film. In fact, even part one, you don't get into the village scene until a good half hour of the film. After that, there's no kind of action whatsoever. It's just a big thing of the Predator is sitting there hunting. It's hunting each one of the cast members, and it's picking these guys off. In all reality, you don't really get to see any much action until Arnold is fighting the Predator, with rudimentary weaponry and stuff. It's no different than Naru. Now, to her credit, and I gotta give it credit, Naru, by all means, she's not a fucking Mary Sue. And it's like, there's a scene which, when you watch this movie, spoilers and stuff, but she's about to freaking die inside like this mud pit. And I'm expecting modern Hollywood, her to get things right, her to get things perfect. She doesn't. She has to have this scene where she has to get out of this fucking mud pit and she's making mistake after mistake after mistake. She damn near fucking dies. And that's what's shocking to me because I was expecting her to, throw the axe, get it right the first time, and she did them. And also, to her credit again, she is a badass and she's a warrior, and this has not been the problem. I had no problem with the fucking main character being a female. I had no problem with the main character being a fucking warrior. And she does actually have during the film different training montages, and holy shit, wow, a female character training, a female character honing her fucking skills, a female character not being perfect at anything. In fact, during the film, quite a few times, she gets her ass kicked. In fact, she even gets knocked the fuck out, and her brother does help her. And even when she's fighting the Predator, because people would say, okay, well, Arnold himself, right? When Arnold was fighting the Predator, he was getting his ass kicked. He was physically fucking beaten down. He was physically outmatched. The same thing as Naru. She can't beat this fucking thing 1-on-1. She can't beat this thing in a battle of like physicality. She does beat it, in terms of her wits. Now, to its fucking, I guess, detriment, I will admit that the way that she does eventually kill the Predator, because, guys, let's be honest, it's not a spoiler. Of course she's going to fucking kill the damn thing, but the way she does kill it, I was kind of cringing, and I felt like, basically, she outsmarts the Predator, and she kind of tricks it into killing itself, which was kind of fucking lame, but okay, whatever. And it's just the fucking point that, you know what, I didn't hate this fucking movie.
Really?
And the character of Naru,
You're human. Everyone makes mistakes.
you have a character where she's fighting this alien creature, and the one thing with the trailers is the trailers doesn't focus on, you see the fucking 3 red dots, the signature thing of the Predator, but the thing is the Predator doesn't use its fucking blast cannons. The Predator actually has no problem wiping out members of her tribe and stuff with hand-to-hand combat. In fact, you show the Predator, it's hunting down wolves, it's hunting down, even in the trailer, it's hunting down a fucking bear. And it's not fighting these things with its overpowered fucking weaponry, it's fighting it with hand-to-hand combat. And, some people said like, well, in the first one, the big thing was Arnold, right? Arnold had the fucking mud on himself, and he's like, okay, it can't see me. How would she understand this? To her credit, she is a fucking hunter, right? There is a special herb that they use, and this herb, it starts reducing fever and stuff,
I'll allow it.
And she winds up using other hunters as bait because, again, she understands the fact that if she's unarmed, there's a couple parts during this fucking film where she's unarmed and the Predator doesn't kill her.
Don't worry, it's not a threat to you.
The biggest problem with the fucking Predator franchise after part 2 going forward is when you got Predators, when you got the Predator, when you got AVP, there was way too much fucking action. What made the first film so fantastic was the tension, the world building, and just the fucking horror elements, These guys are all big muscle-bound 80s action stars. They have miniguns and fucking rocket launchers and stuff, and
Guns. Lots of guns.
And I felt like they should have went to more practical effects with the Predator because a couple times with the CGI, it did feel kind of out of fucking place with the film.
There'll always be a place for the practical special effects wizard.
I did like the return to tension, the return to horror elements, the return to having just one Predator, and the fact that this thing does kill for sport. It does kill for the thrill of the hunt. And Naru, by all means, she's not a fucking Mary Sue. And that's one thing I was expecting for modern Hollywood and modern storytelling. So, Prey, I hate to say it, guys, and I can't believe I'm saying this, and why I said this before going in, I was presently surprised the fact that I didn't fucking hate it.
I guess I was surprised.
That's pretty much it, guys. I know this is a fucking drunken rant, and again, I just had finish off my fucking bottle of Evan Williams. Surprisingly enough, I had a good birthday.
Pretty good birthday.
Was it perfect? No, by no means. Like I said, the way the Predator fucking dies was kind of lame, but, I'll forgive it.
You get a pass.
And I wouldn't say that the Predator franchise has been saved by any means, but this right here is a step in the right fucking direction.
So definitely steps in the right direction.
But I did have a good time watching this and recording this. And as always, guys, I'm gonna check my fucking watch. Holy shit, it's 4:30 in the morning. But I'm gonna finish this, and as always,
This calls for a drink.
I'm heading back to work.